Hey everybody, Dylan Distraction here, coming to you live from Batlantic Studios. Thank you so much for joining me for drawing comics with Dylan Distraction. I'm so thrilled to be able to make comics. I'm so excited to draw with you. So grab some pencils and some paper. I'm going to continue drawing my characters in a cartoony style. So this is a great chance if you're a younger illustrator, cartoonist, or inspiring comic book artist, and you want to see some of the process. I'm going to do these drawings digitally, and they're sped up. So if you need to pause the video to kind of get a better idea what the forms look like, we're going to start with doing digital roughs, and then digital pencils and digital inks, and I'm going to add color, and you're going to see highlights and lowlights and everything in the process. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Drawing comics with Dylan Distraction. All right, this character, one of my favorites from my series, The Oppressors. The character's name is Versus. So grab some paper and some pencils and some markers, and let's have fun, because really drawing is fun and it should be fun. So yeah, let's go. Here we go. Versus from my series, The Oppressors, in a cartoony animation style. That's what the finished drawing is going to look like. So we start with the roughs, and you can see here it's just a gesture drawing. I draw it in blue digitally, and this is all sped up, so feel free to pause it and slow down the video if you need to. And it's just a bunch of simple shapes, a lot of cylinders, and then I start going in and I do another layer here of pencils. And this is, you need to know some anatomy. This is anatomy I've studied. So if you study anatomy, look online at anatomy textbooks. And really though, it's just kind of about having fun and looking at comic books and seeing what other comic book artists do. So that's my character Versus. That's the pencils. Then I go back through on a new layer with a darker black digital pen, and just putting in where all the anatomy goes. There's the pecs and the triceps and the quads and the biceps, and this is where a lot of gear. This character has a lot of tactical gear. I thought the character needed to be a little larger in the frame, so I increased the size. That's a great thing about digital, is you can move things around easily. And here you can see this is what it would look like as a really simplified animation cartoony style. So then I go in and add more low lights and shadow areas. I want the light source probably is above, but on the sides there with those flame fists. So this is what it looks like at this stage with the inks. And then we flat the color. So we put in a flat, solid color, filling in, flooding all the areas inside the inks. This is on a multiply layer. And this flatting just helps to block out where the shapes and what everything needs to look like. So that's what it would look like with just a flat color. And with comic books, this is a standard part of the process. Then I do a multiply layer on top of that, and I do a softer brush and go in and pull out shadowed areas, try to give things depth. And again, I'm thinking of things as cylinders and as shapes. It's a bunch of three-dimensional shapes smashed together. I want there to feel like there's depth. So then I go back in again with a color dodge layer, and this color dodge layer I pull out highlights. So just a lighter color, pulling out some of the highlights, the highest points on the muscles and on the gear, and that's it, finished. That's what it looks like. So yeah, thank you so much. So that's it. That's how I draw my character Versus from my series The Oppressors, in a cartoony, kind of comic booky, sort of an illustrated, maybe an animation style. A little different than how I usually draw, but I love drawing this way and it's really fun. So I hope you had fun. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Yeah, let's keep drawing. Let's keep making comics. All right, see you next time. Oh, and make comics cool.